Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I will share with you a very nice knitting recipe that you can use as a bolero, a neckerchief, and a shawl or a scarf, which is 3-in-1. I want to show you the model closely. Look, our example starts from these ends. First we will continue by increasing in a triangle shape. When we increase like this, then we will complete our triangle by making decreases. This piece actually consists of a triangle with 1 or 2 long ends. Look, we throw this over our shoulder as if we were throwing a normal shawl over our shoulder. Then we pass the front parts diagonally across the chest, pass them from the back and tie them in the front. My model is size 40, tied in the front like this, but if you are big you can tie it from the back, or you can work longer and do this to the size range you want. Look at the Bolero carpet. I want to show the points where the arms will come out like this. This is the point where the arms will come out right here. Let me show you the other side. Look, the arms come out from this point. It looks so beautiful when worn that I want to share it with you on the back of the Bolero carpet. The back of the Bolero carpet looks like this on the back like this. I want to show it right here at the tying point. Look, we pass it through the back like this and tie it in the front. It looks amazing. As I said, it looks amazing when worn. If you want, you can use it like this as a bolero, as a shoulder shawl. Or just look, you can tie it from the back like this and let it hang in the front. I will show it that way too. I will also share it with you as a neck collar. Look, I want to open this lacing part right here. Check it out when we open it. The piece is like this. Let's wrap it up like this. You can also use it like a normal shawl, like this. I want to show it like this. Its length does not touch the ground, but look, you can easily use it as a shoulder shawl like this. I want to show you right away on the neck collar part. How can we wear it as a neck collar if you want? You can use it like this as a neck collar, but if you don't want these ends to be visible while making the neck collar, I take it one more turn like this. Look, I take the ends at the back. You can tie the ends at the back. You can turn it. You can fold it one more time. You can easily use it like this. It really turned out to be a very nice piece that we can use in different ways. It is also really fun to knit. You can easily finish such a piece in a few days. I tried to share all the details with you step by step during the production phase. I hope it will be useful. Before moving on to our detailed recipe, I want to make a small request from you. You can subscribe to our channel for free. If you like the video and leave your comments, I would be really happy. Let's move on to our recipe. I used Elise Angora Golden Batik yarn for my knitting. Let me show the code for those who are curious about its color, and let's see the properties of the yarn. The yarn is 100 grams and 550 meters long. Let's see its content. Its content is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. I used 2 balls of this yarn. Look at the second ball. This is how much yarn I have increased from the second ball. Now I will be describing our model with this yarn again with you. My crochet hook number was 3 millimeters when working with this yarn. I did not hold my hand tightly at all. I obtained a beautiful cast-on knitting by working loosely like this. Look, we start from this end and continue by making only one-way increases. I want to show it roughly like this. Look, we make one-way increases. One side continues only straight. This side continues by continuously increasing one way. Finally, I will say the number of boxes here until it becomes 51 boxes. I continued until the longest pointed part of the triangle part was 50 centimeters. After it was 50 centimeters, look, one side continued straight again. From the point where I made an increase, I continued by decreasing again. Look at my decreases. I want to show you at this end. At this end, we finish my last knitting. By decreasing, it continues straight in one direction, decreasing on one side. We finish at this end. We first increase, then decrease. It is quite long in a triangle shape. Look like this. We obtain a knitting. If you do this work with thin yarn, when you take the shawl on your shoulder, you can bring it crosswise from the chest and tie the rope, that is, the 2 ends of the knitting at the back. It looks very nice like a shoulder shawl. It looks as if you are wearing a bolero. But if you do this with thick yarns, you may not be able to get this form. It is also useful to state this. If you wrap it around your shoulder like this, pass it crosswise from the chest and tie it towards the back like me. If you want to use it like this, I definitely recommend you to prefer thin yarns. You may not be able to achieve this form with very thick yarns. It is also useful to state this. It is useful. I want to describe our model to you right away. Here we start with a chain. After locking our first chain, I pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chains. Look, my hand is not tight at all. It is loose. I pulled 7 chains. I am turning the reverse part of the chain, not the straight part. Look, we will use the dotted lines at the back. We will use these parts after 7 chains. I fill it at the beginning of the hook and leave the 1, 2, 3 chains at the beginning and look inside the 4th chain. I entered the back dotted line and pulled out a loop. I have 3 loops. I fill it. I wrap them together again. I knit them together. I fill it at the beginning of the hook. I enter the back dotted line of another chain. I pulled out a loop. Look, the treble crochets. When I knit, I pull the stitches for a long time and wrap them together. I wrapped it again. I am inserting into the back cut line of another chain, taking off a loop, and see that I am pulling the loop for a long time. I am knitting the treble crochets in this way. If your hand is very tight or not loose, you can even make triple or very tight quadruple treble crochets. The best part of this model is that since it has pearls, such treble crochets look long. Now we come to the last chain, inserting into the back cut line, taking off a loop and knitting a double treble crochet. Now when we count here, we will have 5 treble crochets in total. Together with the 3 chains at the beginning, we will accept 1 treble crochet in this chain again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 treble crochets. Our turns will be 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. Now we will make increases from this edge. I am inserting immediately into the first space that comes. See that we are making our increase here. We made 4 chains. I am inserting into the first space that comes. See that I am pulling my loop for a long time. I knitted a double treble crochet, 4 chains and a double treble crochet immediately into the first space. Now we are making the cage row. I am filling a chain. Now I leave a gap and sink into another gap, and look, I leave 1 gap. I knit a double crochet by sinking into another. The cages consist of 1 chain consists of 1 crochet. Look, we made our increase at the point where the triangle is. Now this edge is the increase edge. The other edge will be the straight edge. Now I pull a chain again and wrap it around the beginning of our hook and skip the last crochet here. We accepted 1 crochet and 3 chains. I sink into the 3rd chain that comes after the crochet gap, and I knit the box here in the double crochet. Look, we have 1, 2, 3 boxes at the first stage. The box will increase by 1 in each row. Now we will provide the turn here. For this, we pull 1, 2, 3 chains and turn our knitting. We accept 3 chains as a double crochet. We wrapped it. Look, this is the 3 chains of the first space. That is the double crochet of the first space. I am coming directly to the 1 chain space, and I am knitting a double treble crochet in a chain. Look, there are 3 chains on the treble crochet. I am filling the treble crochet in a chain. I come to the next treble crochet, extend the loop and fill the treble crochet. I come to the 1 chain gap. I wrap the treble crochet again. I immediately wrap the treble crochet on top of the next treble crochet after the first chain. There is no increase in this row. We do not increase in the row with treble crochet. We make an increase in the boxed row. We wrapped. We had pulled 4 chains here, 1 treble crochet and 3 chains. Since we have a 1 chain gap in the 4th chain, what do we do now? We wrapped. We are knitting 1 double treble crochet by inserting into the wide gap where there is a 4 chain gap here. We wrapped. Then look, we are counting from the bottom, inserting into 1 or 2 third chains and working treble crochet on the treble crochet as well. Look, we made the increase in this way. Now we will turn again with 4 chains. We turn our knitting 1, 2, 3, 4. We wrapped. Each time when you see the triangle direction, we will make increases here. We pull 4 chains and sink into the first space that comes in double treble crochet. Look, we made our increase with a triangle. After making this increase in 1 chain, immediately leave a space and treble crochet to another. 1 chain, leave a space and increase to another again. Treble crochet 1 chain. Look, I am not holding my hand tightly at all. Leave a space, and our last space is now 1, 2, 3. The space of the chain is 3. We were accepting 1 treble crochet and 3 chains. Now let's look at our box count. It became 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bottom row. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we pass in the treble crochet row. We created the first treble crochet with 1, 2, 3 chains and turned, and we start with treble crochet directly into the space of one chain by wrapping it to the beginning of our hook. We wrapped immediately treble crochet on treble crochet. I always work double treble crochet. I fill the gap of a chain with a banister. I wrapped a treble crochet over a treble crochet into a one chain gap, a treble crochet over a treble crochet again. Now when we reach 4 chains, we fill the wide gap with 1 treble crochet. I count from the bottom right away. I also insert treble crochet into 1, 2, and 3 chains, because as I said, 4 chains. Here the first 3 chains are treble crochet. Our 1 chain gap in the 4th chain. Look, one-way increases are like this. It continues to increase from this side. It remains fixed on this side. Now we are in the increase order again. We pull 1, 2, 3, 4 chains and turn our knitting. We insert treble crochet into the first gap that comes and make our first box. Then 1 chain. Then we jump to the next gap and insert another and double treble crochet. Then we leave 1 chain, 1 gap, and proceed to another in the form of treble crochet. If you think I'm knitting too fast at this stage, you can slow down the video or speed it up. We insert treble crochet into the last 3rd chain and insert it. Then look again with 3 chains. We are now going to fill our cage row directly with a chain and now with the banister. A chain will be added to the space, a banister on a banister, and the banister shape will continue. Now I want to increase it a little bit so that it is more clearly understood. Look, I am also sinking into the wide space of the 4th chain. Then I want to sink into the 1st, 2nd, 3rd chain and show it like this. The increases will continue in this way. Let's keep it like this. One way, look, this side is flat, this side is constantly increasing. We will bring it to a triangle form. You can increase the widest side part as much as you want. I continued until I had 51 boxes in total. I progressed until the triangle, that is my widest point, was 50 centimeters now. Let me enlarge it a little, then how we do the decreasing direction. Let's share it with you right away. Look here, we enlarge our knitting in this way by making one-way increases, one side remains fixed. It reached the size we wanted after dyeing. As I said, I made 51 boxes. This place is also 50 centimeters in size. Now after knitting the last double crochet row, we start decreasing in the box row. Now there is decreasing in the double crochet row, but look at the end. After we finish like this, we switch to decreasing in the box row. While switching to decreasing in the box row, we pull 1, 2, 3 chains and turn our knitting. We wrapped it around the beginning of our hook. Now the 3 chains here are the double crochet of the first space. I'm not counting this, look, or we can count. Don't get confused. Here we will sink into the 1st, 2nd, 3rd space. We skip 1st, 2nd space. We make 3 chains from the 1st space, sink into the 1st, 2nd, 3rd space, and crochet a double crochet to obtain the first box. Look, this time it is a triangle in reverse. Look this way. This time the direction is on this side. Now we fill a chain. We made a decrease here. We leave a space. We sink into another and we knit a treble crochet again. We leave a chain, a space. We treble crochet to another. We leave a chain, a space. We proceed in the form of a treble crochet to another. Look, we made the decrease. The other point continues in the same way. We use the game by continuously increasing and decreasing in the same direction. On the other side, it will proceed straight. Look, we leave the last treble crochet, we sink into the 3rd chain and treble crochet. Look, this edge will proceed straight. We only made increases here. Now we will proceed in this direction by decreasing again. Nothing has changed here. We pull 3 chains and turn our knitting. We come to a 1 chain space and proceed by knitting a treble crochet on treble crochet. We continue in the form of a treble crochet to a 1 chain space. Here we only have a difference when knitting our treble crochets at the end. I will show it here right away. The yarn has turned dark here. I hope it will be understandable. Here you see there is no difference. A treble crochet in a wide space with a chain, a treble crochet on a treble crochet until the last treble crochet here. Look here, I knit the treble crochet completely in the last space of 1 chain, but when there is 1 treble crochet left here, this is my end point. But since I cannot go directly here, if we leave this place like this, a strange image will form here. Now, while finishing the treble crochet, there is a small trick here while finishing the treble crochet row. Now we are filling the beginning of the hook. Look, I need to knit the treble crochet on the last treble crochet. But how do I knit this? I rapped. Now I am knitting the treble crochet on the last treble crochet. Look, I have cast off a loop. There are 3 loops I am filling. First I knit the first 2 loops. I am waiting for 2 loops. I am filling here. Look at the triangle. The point we are missing has 3 chains. We were accepting this as a treble crochet. What do? While waiting for 2 loops, I wrapped it immediately. 1, 2, 3. I also insert the loop. I wrapped it. I knit the first 2 loops again. Look at this chain. And I knit the treble crochet in the form of a treble crochet. I wrapped it, I collected 3 stitches at once, and I even dropped these 2 points. In other words, we knitted the last treble crochet in this way. Now we pull another 2, 3 chains and turn our knitting. We will make the decreased triangle again. We wrapped it. Now look, since we created a treble crochet at the point where we sink the chain and treble crochet here, I accept this as the first space. Look, let's not count this place as 2. Now the process we did again. We left 1, 2 spaces, directly sank into the 3rd space and knitted treble crochet after 3 chains, and again we created the decrease point with the triangle. Then look again, after making a decrease we leave 1 chain, 1 space and treble crochet to another. We leave 1 chain, 1 space and proceed to the end of the row in the form of treble crochet to another. Let's not cut this part. Look, reduction began to occur. Now there is no difference here. We came directly to the 3rd chain and knitted our treble. We turn our knitting again with 3 chains. Look, this edge is a straight edge. We make the same start again from the 1 chain gap as we did in the other rows. Now we will repeat the process we did in the treble row exactly. We proceed as treble to a chain gap, treble on treble. There is no difference here. As I said, I make the stitches long and long like this, not short and short. Now look, after knitting our last 1 chain gap, after knitting the treble, there is treble and 3 chains left here. I am filling. I immediately sink into the top of the treble and make a loop. I wrapped. I knit the first 2 stitches. 2 stitches are waiting. I am filling. And I immediately sink into the 3rd chain, make a loop, and knit the first 2 stitches. Look, there are 3 stitches left. I am filling. I collected 3 at once. Then I pull 1, 2, 3 chains again and turn my knitting. I immediately switch to decreasing. I wrapped. I'm counting right from the first space. Look at the space we decreased. We start directly with the double crochet by sinking into the 1st, 2nd, 3rd space. Look, we have obtained the triangle again, the decreased triangle. Look, it is gradually decreasing. Here, while the triangle is getting shorter, this side continues straight. We continue the same process by leaving a chain, a space, and knitting a double crochet. Look, how long will this process take? Now it is useful to say this. Look, here is the last one I got. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. The next row is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes. Here it was always increasing 1 by 1. While decreasing, it is decreasing 1 by 1. The process we did here is increasing 1 by 1. The boxes are increasing 1 by 1. Now here it is decreasing 1 by 1. The boxes will continue from now on. As I showed, look, there is no need to repeat it. The row will decrease from here like this. This place will continue straight until the last 5 double crochets remain as in the beginning, until the last 3 boxes and 5 double crochets remain. Now let's continue this process. Look, you see the miniature of our work here? Let's finish it like this. At the end, we have a last net edge decoration. Let's share this with you right away. Look, we have completed our decreases. We continued knitting until we reached the last 5 double crochets. We continued decreasing. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets with 3 chains. Now we are making the 5th double crochet with the decreasing point. We got tangled up. We were knitting the first 2 loops by taking out a loop and sinking into the top of the banister. We wrapped it. We were knitting the first 2 loops by taking out a loop and collecting 3 loops at once. We have obtained 2, 4, or 5 loops in this way. Now we will move on to the fillet row. Look, we have obtained a shawl in exactly the same triangular shape as the beginning. As I said here, its length allows us to wear it on the shoulder and tie it at the back. Its length allows us to use it like a bolero, but you can also use it as a neck scarf by making it shorter. By knitting these parts shorter, if I were to give the length and the measurement of the length, I obtain the total length as 2 meters 50 centimeters, that is 2.5 meters. I obtained the length of 2 meters 50 centimeters. You can prepare it in half or in the size you want. You can make it longer or shorter. Finally, after it was finished, I ironed it with a steam iron, a little steam. It looks beautiful. Provides. Now I will move on to the elephant part. You can finish it like this if you want. You can make different edge decorations. This is completely up to your taste, but for now I will make a complete frame with the nets for integrity. I am at this end part. I come and pull 1, 2, 3 chains. Look at the body of this double crochet right now. I am inserting into the body of the last double crochet I knitted here and pulling out a loop directly and knitting a single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chains. I am coming to the box space, pulling out a loop directly and knitting a single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chains. There is a double crochet that I decreased right there. Look, inserting into the last one right now and knitting a single crochet directly. 1, 2, 3 chains. Look at the box space, come to the wide space and directly single crochet 1, 2, 3 chains. Come to the banister point, single crochet 1, 2, 3 chains. I am directly inserting into the box. I took out a loop, single crochet like this. I am passing the edge part by making a net with 3 chains. The same process continues in this increase. Look, let me show this part too. 123 chains, 123 chains for each. I am sinking into both the box and the body of the double crochet. See 123 chains. I am not doing any different work. When I move on to the increase part, see we are on the edge with the increase, 123 chains, sinking into the box again inside the triangle, single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet into the body of the double crochet, and I continue like this. Here it is useful to show this turn again. Maybe this place may remain a question in mind, especially for beginners. Immediately 3 chains, single crochet into the body. Let's proceed as 3 chains, single crochet into the box. Let me share how I make the turn right away. As you already know, this edge is straight. As I said, you can also make different edge decorations. But I like this one. It's also easy. Look, I'm making a single crochet, 1, 2, 3 chains in the last double crochet here, right in the middle, 2 double crochets in the middle, 1 double crochet, 2, 1, 2 like this, right in the middle. 1 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, then a single crochet into the body of the double crochet here. Look, I'm making turns like this, 1, 2, 3, the box comes immediately, then tight. Look, we're turning here like this. There's no difference. It shouldn't be tight like this. No problem. We will repeat the same process by making such a nice turn. We will create both the banister and the box and create our nets and repeat the process we did here again and finish our shawl, scarf, and bolero trio. Our recipe was like this. I hope you like it and try it. I wish ease to those who will do it in advance. Don't forget to like our video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye until we see you in the next video.